Hey y'all, what's up? We're back for another for another video. Hey, 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 we're back. Hi, y'all had to go get my hair done, so that's why I'm on here all late today. Okay, but hello. We gotta keep it right and tight over here, baby. All right, so sorry I had to push my show back, but we can't be out here looking raggedy, honey. I had to go get this hair done, but we are back. We got some great topics to talk about, some great things to catch you guys up on. Y'all like the background? Y'all like the background? I said, this looks real nice and serene today. A nice, relaxing background before we get into the mess, right? Let's get into it. Hello to everyone. I see my top flights are here. I see you, Rose Tail. Thank y'all for joining the live. Let's go ahead and get it. Thank you so much, Faith. Thank you so much, Faith. Says you love my hair. Thank you. It's a little tight, but hey, it is what it is. Let's get into it. All right. Of course, everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's jump in, honey. We gotta rest in peace, honey. Lord, I'm tired of all these rest in peace posts. My God. Um, One of our favorites, guys, from one of my favorite movies, okay? The Five Heartbeats, y'all. Them passed away. Michael Wright from the Five Heartbeats, all right? Who can forget that note, right? He has passed away, y'all. So rest in peace. The star of the Five Heartbeats, Michael Wright, has passed away at 70 years old due to heart failure. Ooh, child. Now it says that actor Michael Wright, born April the 30th, 1956, has sadly passed away. Wright was known for starring in a classic, The Five Heartbeats, as Eddie King Jr. How can we forget, right? Oh my God. Said that his wife Susan broke the news in a statement via Instagram. Okay, said that Michael was a husband, a father. Okay, he has several kids, as you guys can see here, grandfather, and had several loved ones and friends, and an extraordinary artist whose work touched generations. Okay, it says that many knew and loved him through the Five Heartbeats, the Wanderers. Yep. V, the Principal, Streamers, and many other characters that he brought to life. He played in a lot of stuff. Now, his talent, presence, and contributions to film and television will live on. But to those of us who loved him personally, said that he was so much more than the roles the world knew him for. I know that's right. So, according to TMZ, Wright passed away in Los Angeles after suffering from heart failure. Additionally, there were issues from a rare neurological disease. It says. So it sounds like he might have been sick right before he passed. But rest in peace, man. That's a huge loss right there for Hollywood, at least. So let's move along. Now we got to go back because all over the blogs yesterday was QCP. They were saying rest in peace to him. I reported, but let me come back and re-report, y'all. I'm not above correcting myself when something is wrong because somebody in his camp came back to say he had not passed away yet, but he was in, he was kind of down bad in the hospital. So let's go back and correct it because there was all I saw was rest in peace. So whenever I reported it, I too said rest in peace because that's what I saw. But according to the Bish Gossip, it says the quality control confirms that QCP is alive and currently receiving medical treatment. So they're saying get well soon. So the quality control music sent out a post which said, we want to clarify that Pierre P. Thomas is alive and currently hospitalized receiving medical care. Said that we ask that everyone keep P and his family in their thoughts and prayers and respectfully give them the privacy and space that they need during this time. We deeply appreciate everyone's concern. No. Support, prayers, and loving energy right now. So let's retract that last post that we did in my last video because everyone was saying rest in peace, and I reported that as well. So let me correct myself in terms of giving you guys their statement that they put out. So he has not passed away yet, but he is in very critical condition in the hospital. So prayers up that he pulled through. All right. Prayers up as well to anyone living in the New York area because they are having a lot of flooding, child. I've been seeing a lot of flooding videos with New York. I got family in New York, so yes, I do. So prayers up for anybody in the New York area. It says that New York is underwater again and nobody is surprised anymore. According to this is Infinity News reporting this said in New York City got hit hard on Thursday evening as powerful thunderstorms swept through the Northeast, turning streets into rivers and making the evening commute a nightmare for millions. Let's get into this video. I saw a video of the subways are flooded. People trying to get on the subways. It's like water everywhere. It's sad. It's crazy. New York City, y'all. A lot of water. Yeah. Water. Water. Flooded, honey. Streets and subways are flooded. It's so bad. Prayers up for anybody. Prayers up for anybody that's dealing with that, living in that area, okay, that may be affected by this flood. Anybody in my chat from New York? Let's pray up, child. Let's continue on as we check on our other people over here, honey, in Gary, Indiana, because they still going through it, baby. They're still going through it. They are without power now for what, 10, 11 days? It's sad. They're saying it's pitch black dark. Let's take a look again here. Well, not again, because we haven't seen this video. So shout out to the Village Media. It says it's left in the dark. Thousands of Gary, Indiana residents are still without power after severe storms. Let's get into this.
It's like a horror movie out here. We've got helicopters everywhere. The roads are parking lots. It's like we're all trying to exit town and there's no gas, no power.
Maybe you know when they go out and get to playing them trumpets and them trumpets get louder, you know it's about to be some mess. Look at that, no food.
We're officially on day 10, 8 o'clock. It's about to get dark soon. We're all going through it, you know. It's not just me. We're all going through it. But let me tell you something. Gary, Indiana wasn't prepared for this. We don't have tornadoes. We don't have hurricane.
Look at this, y'all.
These are the neighborhoods. It's no lights. It's no power. But look at this when I cut my lights off. Why the you see that
Why is you still driving in the dark is the question, girl, with your lights off. Anybody could have walked across the street and then bam, right?
It
oh
is
my God.
pitch black.
Wow. It is dark.
It's like a horror movie.
Prayers up for the people in Gary, Indiana, man. This is I'm starting to think now, is God like literally trying to tell his people something? Like, y'all better get y'all life together, because he is like, is he upset and sending storms our way? My God, Gary, Indiana, like New York is going through it, and so many other places got stuff going on. So prayers. Also, this heat, I'm feeling here in Atlanta, child. It's hot as balls out here, right? Yeah, it's very hot. So Lord, whatever you cooking up there, it's done. I'm talking about falling off the bone done. It's done, baby, because it is hot. But y'all, child, prayers up for the people out there. Let's get on into it. Okay, yeah, prayers for Gary. Prayers for, it said, is it Michael Jackson's child? Yes, it is, Naya. That is the Jackson's hometown, Gary, Indiana, honey. 2300 Jackson Street? Ain't that the song? And that's where their house is. Hopefully nobody's broken up into that house and took nothing up out of there, because y'all know how people can be, child. They already said people's houses in Gary being broken into and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But yeah, honey, maybe God is trying to tell some folks something. Y'all better get y'all life right out here, because the Lord ain't playing. All right, that's how my grandma always say, you know the time is not long. When you see stuff like this happening, you better start taking accountability and look into the mirror and see what's going on with your life. All right, might be some things you might need to change and rearrange, baby, because the Lord is not playing out here. All right, so let's get into it. As we can see, one of our very own, Al Sharpton, has been sued by the boys claiming to be Nolan Wells' friends. So they're suing Al Sharpton for defamation. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it. So the attorney who cannot represent and or practice law in Mississippi unless it's under another attorney, right? Because he's not licensed there to even practice there. But he has sent Al Sharpton a lawsuit to sue him for defamation. All right, because, and I'm gonna show y'all the video. I don't see anywhere where he defamed anybody in said video, and I don't see any other statement. I haven't seen another statement where Al said that anybody did anything. He said, if If you did something, please come forward. So if is not saying somebody did something, it's saying hypothetically, maybe, hopefully you didn't do something, right? But they sent him a good old lawsuit over there, and Al Sharpton said, hey, we welcome it because now we get ready to target all them motherfuckers that sent a lawsuit this way, and we get ready to go through all their phones and all their shit now since you coming after me, right? Let's get into it. Edward Andrew Powell, Powell Zids, which is the attorney who can't practice law in Mississippi, said that we are serving Al Sharpton with a powerhouse and urgently necessary 19-page pre-suit demand letter. Together with my colleague and friend J. Tyler Cox, says I will hold accountable to the maximum extent of the law all individuals who defame completely innocent young men Warren Hudson, Jax Patalo, and Morgan Seymour. Says we will restore their good names without bias, fear, or hesitation. Now, notice these names here keep popping up. Why we don't see y'all representing Bart and all the other guys who were there as well? Because we said all them motherfuckers, all of them need to come forward if they were involved in the death of Nolan Wells, right? So why just these three right here? Why are y'all just representing these three? Because really, our eyes were on Bart. Fuck all these. They just been doing interviews, right? But we've been like trying to holler at Bart, right? We heard, damn it, Bart. We've been trying to holler at you, Bart. So why ain't you suing, right? Because a lot of people have been mentioning your names. I've been seeing a lot of videos about Bart. We ain't heard shit from Bart. And the last I heard, and it could be a rumor, they said Bart got the fuck up out of the U.S. and he ain't even in the country no more. That's what I heard. Okay. But yeah. So let's continue on, honey, because baby, they are out here after our Al. So here's the document, Lord. Let's put it out so y'all can see it, honey. Taylor Cox Law Firm. All right. As you guys can see here, Edward Andrew Palka, whatever his damn name is, okay, attorney. This was on yesterday. Okay, as you guys can see here, dated August 21st, 2026. Regarding pre-suit demand regarding your defamation of Warner and whoever that is, Ira Powdy and Morgan. Ooh, these names are crazy. Oh my God, who named y'all? So let's read. It says, dear Miss Sharpton. Oh yeah, that's not gonna stand because he's not a miss, he's a mister. Y'all don't have to read. I don't know who typing y'all shit up over there in the office, but he is a mister. I know he got a nice little curl and perm and shit and all that are just for me and nice little press and curl, but he is a mister. Okay, so y'all might want to go back and see how I caught that, and I ain't even no spell checker. I said, are you wrong, Warner, Ira, and Morgan? Says that this letter will serve as our early pre-suit demand regarding your defamation or defamatory statements about these completely innocent young teens. If I was Al, I would have sent something back and said, you know what, I want to also countersue for you guys calling me out of my sex because I am a mister, not a miss, just to be on some petty shit, right? Said that this letter should come as no surprise to you since you recently slandered in lawsuit against you. Who is that? Something with the National Association of Black Journalists. It says that the I will not yet file this time. Who the fuck typed this? This is a legal document. Y'all got third graders working up in y'all law office. Says that I want some time to ask you slime issued. What the fuck? Says that this is the primer, your last chance. You in the damage. Otherwise, oh my God, in this damage. Otherwise, you will be facing in court. If you don't remove yourself then yourself and mothers will be sorry. Is that a threat? So that we will publicly let the truth out. And then when you go to the courts to sue in, what is that? Tribunals? I don't know what the fuck that is. Said that this letter will already be filed to showing what is already on the record that destroy. I promise y'all I'm reading it just how they wrote it. Of character. Your will necessarily lose. Your will lose everything when losing. Who the fuck typed this? Stevie Wonder? Like, who the fuck typed this? I just feel bad reading it because I feel like I'm getting done reading shit. Says that while we are more than ready for Warner, Ira, and Morgan to sit for their depositions and tell the truth under oath, we are most looking forward to your deposition. Oh God, securing the whatever that is, of innocent young men measuring the lens of their friend to more cheap clout. is not appreciated or there is no coming back from this, period. Then thinking, period. What the? Y'all seeing this? Blow this shit up so y'all can see. Y'all see right here what I'm reading? Back from this, period. So that means the end of the sentence. You done crunk it back up again, thinking, lowercase thinking, period. So thinking is not even a fucking sentence, but they just threw a period on the end of the bitch anyway. And started up again, lowercase you, would like to discuss your legal options. Let's set up a conference with counsel to discuss and plead the following through. I'm not even sure what the hell that is. Sporniance in the entire chamber of your lermis? What the yo? Y'all, how the hell you pass the bar and you can't even fucking write a sentence? Oh, I feel like y'all might have cheated on y'all tests and whatnot. But anywho, that's what they sent him. I know Alan know what the fuck they were saying. Okay, he did respond though. All right, we're not about to read all that. Let's get into what he had to say, baby. Because Al said, hold up. For immediate release. Let's get on into it. Reverend Al Sharpton responds to potential litigation against him in the Nolan Wells case. Let's get into it, Lord. New York, August 21st, 2026. I welcome the motherfucking lawsuit. All right. And we'll have my attorneys be in touch with theirs. Okay. He's spelling all his shit right. To arrange for them to serve me so we can get in motherfucking court. Oh, come on, Al. That's what I like. All right, don't be no punk out here. He said, I convened a prayer vigil on what would have been Nolan's 19th birthday, and 3 of the young men joined the Zoom. So fuck we all there. And I asked them to come forward. Says that while I did not know their names, so I did not defame them. Boom. He didn't say nobody's names. He didn't say one name. So how you suing for these 3 young men to say that he defamed them, to say that he did anything? He just said, hey, I see you guys on the live. If you guys would like to come forward and say anything, you're welcome to do that. I even pay for your attorney. He offered to pay for their attorney. He said that we have a right and a duty to raise questions and were raised to me by Nolan's parents. Come on, Al. Al ain't no dummy in here now. Them perms ain't fried his brain yet, okay? Shit. Says that from the onset of this case, I publicly stated that I welcome any litigation that would legally require every person that was with Nolan Wells before his death to be forced to answer questions under oath. Now, litigation requires depositions, discovery, and the complete examination of the facts, right? That means bring your phones when you do come, because we're about to look through them holes, all right? He said, I have been involved in the case for one sole reason: to help Nolan's parents, Christine and Elmore, find the truth in what happened to their beloved son through a transparent and accountable investigation. He said that if a lawsuit is a catalyst for the truth, then it is welcome, motherfucker. And it will not deter NAN or me from continuing to stand with the family in their pursuit of justice. So pretty much what he's saying here is, bitch, bring it on. I ain't never scared. That's what I got out of that, right? That's what I got out of that. Nookie, if you bug on that shit. Al said, hey, bring it. I welcome a lawsuit. Shit, he said it in his video. I welcome a lawsuit. Bring thou ass. And I'll be right here, fully permed, with my edge control, freshly done, waiting on that ass. Okay, that's what Al said. Shout out to you, Al. Let's get on into this next thing, okay? Let me make sure I got everything with that. Oh, I wanted to play what he had to say first before we move on. Then we're going to get into the coup de grace of the bullshit. Yes, we will, child. Al said, bring your ass. I love that. Al said, I shall not be moved, honey. Y'all ain't scared of shit over here. All right, foul that. Because tell me where I named any of them. He said, shit, I don't even know their names. So how the hell I'm going to defame somebody I don't even know their names? And what the hell they sitting back watching for? Sitting back watching. What y'all doing in the live chat anyway for Nolan's 19th birthday? They popping up in there. He saw him pop up in there. I said, All right, so let's get into it. According to Black Information Network, so Al Sharpton urges Nolan Wells' friends to step forward. Now, y'all tell me if y'all found this to be any type of defamatory statements made from Al Sharpton. All right, we rock with Al. Let's get into it.
I've been told that one of the people that was with Nolan has been online watching this. If you want to come forward, call us. I'll get you an attorney. I'll pay for your attorney of your choice.
What up, Marcella? Thanks for stopping by.
We just want the truth. I've been told that one of the people that will, if you have nothing to really be concerned about, then you should step forward. All these parents have said from the beginning is they want the truth. So if you want to join in on what we're seeking, you're welcomed. We don't have to slip and slide here.
Come on.
We just want the truth about a young man who we should be celebrating his birthday today.
Come on.
If you have nothing to really be concerned about, then you should step forward. All these parents have said from the beginning is they want the truth. So if you want to join in on what we're seeking, you're welcomed. We don't have to slip and slide here.
Nolan was.
I saw that. Child, I'm crying today, baby. But rest in peace to Nolan Wells, and prayers up for his mom and dad. So that's what Al had to say. We just only wanted to play what Al had to say. So he ain't worried about a goddamn thing. And I didn't hear anywhere in his statement that he defamed anyone. He said, I see y'all motherfuckers are here. But if you would like to come forward and say something, because it feels like, us steady talking about Nolan is troubling y'all spirit so much. So if you got something you want to say, especially you, Warren, because you don't look like you ate in 30 days and motherfucking 30 nights. The way you dropping weight out here. Even your mama said that you ain't never been like this before. Your mama said, I don't even recognize my son no more because he just ain't the same. So why wouldn't you be the same? Only guilty people stop eating. Okay? But let's move along, child. I'm talking about ham and no burger over there, bitch. Damn. Peanut butter and no motherfucking jelly. Cereal and no milk. That's what it's giving over there. Damn, Warren. You dropping off over there, sir. Go ahead and get it off your chest. Whatever you got to talk about, just go ahead and talk about it, okay? Give names or something so you can sleep and eat over there. Because, damn, I'm worried about you just a little bit. I don't want you passing out. Because, boy, that last time you did that interview, I can see all through your neck, damn. I said, damn, I can count the bones in your neck sitting up there. All right, so let's get into Jeff Metcalf, child. Mad because Karmelo about to come home, right? Mad because his sons, both of them violent motherfuckers, mad because their asses done got exposed for being violent when they tried to hide it initially, okay, in the Karmelo Anthony case and whatnot, because they wanted Karmelo to be railroaded in his case and look like he's the violent one. So they tried to flip it and make it look like Karmelo was the violent one because he up and starved his ass for running up on him. And he told you don't touch him, and you did it anyway. And whatever you got after that, and I hate to sound insensitive, bitch, that's just what it is. All right? When somebody tell you don't touch me and you do it anyway, that means that you want to see what's going to happen next when you do it, right? That's what it said to me. If I tell you don't put your hands on me or else, I'm feeling like you can't wait to see what else is. And that's what Austin was waiting on. So anywho, so now that his daddy is mad, he went and started this organization, the Austin Metcalf Foundation. Okay, saying it doesn't matter if you're black or white, like he was Michael Jackson, child. Say it doesn't matter if you're black or white. You can join the organization. It's for everyone. But you were just making racist comments. So I don't see our black people. Please don't go over there and support this bullshit, okay? But let's get into it because he's still ranting Raven, child, after Karmelo is looking good over there in court, honey. They don't recuse his friend, Judge Cockroach, over there, and got his ass up out of there with that musky robe, sat up there and gave that boy 35 years, knowing you had 2 juvenile delinquents on your damn hand. But anywho and anyway, let's get into what he had to say. He says, say it to my face, you're a coward. Okay, this Jeff Metcalf, the daddy over there with his racist ass, called you out and you slithered away. Says that when the denied ruling is issued, you going to have another press conference. Said, I promise to attend. See you around. Okay. Well, we'll see you there because I will be watching, okay? Because this second trial, baby, is going to really. Because I hear they didn't even send Karmelo back to the prison, y'all. He's still sitting in like the jail area. And they usually, when they say shit like that happened, that usually they about to be letting somebody go home, right? They didn't send him back to the prison area Friday after they had said hearing. They sent him down there to the jail. So he's just down there chilling in the jail because Monday is when everything's supposed to be finalized. But from what I'm hearing is that Karmelo is definitely, and I'm going to play it for y'all here in a second, definitely getting another trial. Okay, just by everything that's being brought out. Shout out to Karmelo's attorneys, all 6 of them. When I tell you they've been out here like Michael Jackson, baby, working day and night. Baby, they've been working day and night. They have been working day and night. So shout out to them. But let's go ahead and continue, y'all. Let me make sure I ain't leaving nothing out before I get out this. Okay, yeah, we got all that. We don't need that. All right, so let's get to the next thing. Because baby Karmelo is about to come home. It's a very good chance he's about to come on home. And they're saying it could be a mistrial, right? They could do a mistrial, which then, so let's get into it, because I've been doing a lot of reading up on this, and this is starting to get me a little excited, baby. This is God's work, okay? You cannot mess with God. I don't care what the system say, right? God always has the last say, especially when someone has been done wrong and sent to jail or prison unjustly. Something has to be done. Carmelo has a lot of people praying for him, right? And I don't want to be too religious on you guys, but the prayers, honey, of the righteous availeth much. It does, all right? So everybody keep praying so that this situation can turn around in the way that it needs to. He can get time served. This man can come on home, or whatever the case may be. If he has to serve some time, it will be very little, because that little white chick over there, and I'm going to keep saying it, that white chick that starved her boyfriend, okay, in a jealous rage, only got 6 years, and the bitch is getting ready to come home in 2 because they're giving her time served. So let me know how she took somebody's life in a jealous rage. And I felt like the shit was premeditated because you were mad because he was looking at some other girl. So you decided to go in and get a steak knife for YouTube's sake and starve and unalive him, and you only get 6 years, but Karmelo get 35 for the same motherfucking crime, and she pled self-defense. The same thing Karmelo was trying to plead. Right? Oh, child, let's get into this. Okay, Jamel Peterson, comment. Let's get into this. Check this out.
But it is a good sign. So in terms of Carmelo Anthony's stance in this case, I think he does have a good chance, because being that he did not testify, and he's stating that the reason for him not testifying is because of a gentleman's agreement that took place and a violation of that, and that based on that violation, that actually affected his decision to testify. It's a substantial right that Carmelo Anthony was denied. Of course, this is going to boil down to credibility, because now the prior attorney, his defense attorney, has testified, and the prosecutor is also testifying as to what that agreement consisted of, to determine, number one, what was the agreement, when was there a breakdown of that agreement, at what point and what stage in this trial, and whether that breakdown was a substantial reason for Carmelo Anthony not testifying. I mean, honestly, I don't know why you would have entered into a gentleman's agreement. Everything should have been put on the record, because when it comes to appeal, if it's not on the record, normally it can't be reviewed by a higher court.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that any attorney would ever make a decision to have a gentleman's agreement with a case, especially one that is this high profile.
But it is a good sign. So,
y'all hear that? So everything is moving in the right direction in terms of where it needs to go. But Karmelo is sitting in the jail and not in the prison, which is a better situation for him right now, which is also it's a good look as well for this hearing, this trial, this new trial, and everything else is getting ready to take place. So prayers up. Hope he's keeping his head up in there. His parents look like they were in a better place in terms, mentally or whatever. They didn't look so worn down and crying. And so it looks like they're a little bit more optimistic with everything that's going on with this Karmelo case. So shout out to them. Prayers up still. And let's continue. Now, let's show y'all what little Mr. My thing is this. Let's show y'all what the daddy, Jeff Metcalf, honey. Because he was very sure, honey. That's how I told y'all. This is what I told y'all the other day, that I felt that they had already, that Jeff Metcalf and the Judge Roach, had already had a conversation to say, no matter what, we're going to charge Karmelo with first degree, because manslaughter and also self-defense was also on the table. But Judge Roach was like very adamant, saying no, 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 and no, without even looking at everything, without even considering that Karmelo has epilepsy and several other things going on with him, not even considering. And they hid the fact that the Metcalf twins were very much so on probation and racist graffiti. We already talked about it. Hell, we're going to play it here in a second to remind you all the shit that they had going on. And Karmelo, prior to this incident, did not have not one single record. No reprimands in school, nothing, nowhere. Not even so much as a damn speeding ticket, jaywalking ticket, nothing. But them little motherfuckers that was born by this man on my screen right here, yeah. So, I feel like there was some type of conversation off the record, because he says, I am pleased that we are moving forward with the first degree unalivement indictment. Says that it now goes into the court system, and I fully believe that justice will be served for Austin Metcalf. He says that I look forward to the forthcoming trial. I bet you do, because you already knew what was going to happen. You already knew what the outcome was going to be before you even stepped foot in the motherfucking court, I believe. He says, but it will never bring my son back. But you know what could have brought him back? Had he, number one, not showed up to the track meet because he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, all right? Because he was suspended for a prior fight. He shouldn't have been there. He probably would still be alive today had he not took his ass there with the idea of jumping up in somebody's face, and the shit didn't work out for him, right? So all the bullying that he did is stopped that day, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. So let's move along. I'm gonna save this because I don't want my video to be too long. I want to get on to some more stuff. Remove that there. All right, so let's remind everyone, these badass bastards. Let's get them up on the screen right quick, child, so we can remind y'all how crazy these fools were. Or is. Well, one of them, because the other one ain't here no more. All right, the other one down there turning and burning in hell, and the other one down here is giving people hell still. I'm sure he has not learned his lesson from what happened to his damn brother. But let's get into it. 92% news. Let's go.
Spray painting graffiti, including KKK Kill All Blacks and Heil Hitler, along with the N-word, and were sentenced to 12 months of juvenile probation. Records reveal they reportedly told authorities, "We did some dumb stuff. We did some vandalism." There are several documented instances of Austin using racial slurs in school, and in 2023, Austin was accused of bullying a black student in class. In 2018, while still in elementary school, Austin and his brother were accused of bullying and assaulting a female, which led to his arrest. During an argument in 2024 with another female student, Austin allegedly knocked her to the ground and punched her in the stomach. He was also kicked out of a football game and texted someone later, "I was about to beat the expletive out of those kids." At a previous track meet, when another student alerted Austin that someone not on their team, quote, "behind our bench was talking wild," Austin reportedly replied, "Kill that MF." During the 2023-2024 school year, he received in-school suspension twice. School disciplinary records from April 2022 to May 2024 reveal that Austin reportedly called a teacher the B word and used profanity. He told a school official that he couldn't control it and wasn't aware that it was coming out of his mouth. In 2024, on at least 5 occasions, Austin saw a counselor regarding his anger and rage during a football game. In 2021, he got banned from attending basketball games for a season after yelling profanity at a player. Metcalf also got suspended after he and another student were talking about bringing a gun to school the following day. Spray painting graffiti.
That's just Austin. They ain't even talking about the other one. They ain't even get to him yet, right? That's just Austin. Whoo, Lord. What do y'all think? Okay. So they hid all of this and swept this under the rug and did not make this a priority in this Karmelo. This definitely, and they didn't do it because they did not want Karmelo to be able to plead self-defense, right? They didn't want to be able, well, look at what they're doing over there. He's already showing, violent behavior, right? They didn't want that on the table at all. And then to make Karmelo hurry up and sign this gentleman's agreement and not allow him to testify, I believe, had he gotten on the stand to say, hey, this is what happened that day. I'm sorry that this happened. I did not intend to unalive him. I was afraid. I was jumped by 6 of his friends, him and his friends. It would have shown some vulnerability because we already saw that whenever they came to arrest him at the school, he was crying. Y'all saw he was very emotional. And he also asked, is he going to be okay? A person who meant to do something like that wouldn't give a fuck if you're going to be okay or not. Right? He'd have been like, don't fuck it, he died. Right? But Karmelo was very much so asking, is Austin going to be okay? Even though this person literally jumped him and tried to harm him. Right? So, yeah. What do y'all think, honey? We're going to keep watching. All right. So I found this video of Benzino with his no-neck ass acting up in the airport. I'm going to play that. Child, y'all know we play everything over here. We watch everything over here. All right. Let's get into Benzino acting a fool in the airport. All right. All right, let's get into it. Boom.
Do you want me to?
The man said that I was fine.
I don't know.
I stuffed it in there, and he said, take the hats out. I took the hats out. I put it in the personal items. He said, okay.
Yelling at us.
I'm not yelling. This isn't yelling. I'm not yelling. Hey, I had to close.
You got to close?
I'm not. No.
We also got road.
No. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm not going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Don't put your fucking hands on me. Yo, you said I was okay. You said I was fine. Dude, but you're acting up. No, but she's trying to stop me. She's calling you. Listen. He said I was okay. I stuffed it in there. What are you doing?
We didn't go back and check
I
it.
was okay. Yes or no? Let's be honest. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, but that's
Okay.
not fair though.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ask you guys to both calm down and listen.
She was
I did tell you were okay with your bag.
okay.
Has he been scanned off?
He said I was fine.
We didn't scan it because we didn't know if it was okay.
He just said I was fine.
Yeah.
No, but ma'am, I wasn't going
Did you just
nowhere.
push this way? Okay, we're calling police.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Now they calling popos though.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Said I was okay.
Hello?
But Benzino, with all due respect, you can't just walk into an area unless they clear you to do so. Like you literally just walked in there like you just gonna go get on the plane, like fuck what you said. Like that's the energy you gave. But and then all that hollering and all that extra stuff, like that was not necessary. So hence the reason why they were calling the police, because they wanted to try to make you calm down. You were acting super crazy. Like, damn. What do y'all think about that? That's Benzino, child from Love and Hip Hop, okay? Corey LeRae daddy over there acting a fool in the damn airport. All right. Oh, I had to share this. With this medical facility, they about to be sued like hell. Let's get into it. All right. Shaking my head, it says. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Multiple patients are left paralyzed after a Nashville hospital drug mix-up, you guys, during joint replacement surgeries. Said the patients were reportedly given potassium instead of pain medication before going into cardiac arrest. Y'all hear this? Child. Now you're supposed to trust your doctors when you're going in there to do they know what they're injecting you with and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And damn, imagine going there and they, insert something in you that they're not supposed to, and your ass going to cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest means your ass about up out of here. You about to be up at the pearly gates and whatnot. Okay, let's get into it. Hold up. I said, what the heck?
Surgeries at this Tennessee hospital are now facing a medical nightmare. A drug mix-up at Ascension St. Thomas Midtown Hospital in Nashville reportedly left 2 patients paralyzed and at least 1 other on a ventilator after officials say they were given the wrong medication prior to surgery. Now, those 4 patients were reportedly given potassium instead of an anesthetic. The family of one of those patients told our CBS affiliate in Nashville the mix-up happened inside the hospital's pharmacy. Now, hospital staff apparently realized something was terribly wrong when multiple patients went into cardiac arrest. Too much potassium given too quickly can stop a person's heart. Now, in a statement, the hospital said they were, quote, deeply sorry for the harm caused and had implemented corrective safeguards to.
That can't be just a simple, I'm sorry. Right? Like somebody's life is almost taken because of someone not doing their job the way they're supposed to. You're supposed to double check what you're inserting into someone. So that don't go away with a simple, I'm sorry, right? Somebody's ass about to be sued and or fired.
To prevent something like this from happening again. And we know the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations is now looking into this mix-up, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. The hospital has also not made it clear what those safety protocols now include. 4 people expecting.
So y'all hear that? They said at least 4 patients were harmed after a serious medication mix-up at Ascension St. Thomas Hospital, Midtown in Nashville, during what were supposed to be just routine joint replacement surgeries on August the 14th. 2 patients were reportedly left paralyzed, you guys, while another remains in the ICU. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, y'all hear the damage that's been done because people not doing what they're supposed to. Says one of the patients was 72-year-old Glenda Dorton went into the hospital for a routine knee replacement that was supposed to be an outpatient procedure. Her family says that she was supposed to receive, what is that? Buvacaine or something like that, through an epidural for pain management, but Buvacaine might be that. Says, but was allegedly given potassium chloride instead. Said that she reportedly woke up itching, feeling like her entire body was burning and unable to feel her legs. Says she is now paralyzed from the chest down. Oh my God. with her family still unsure whether the damage can be reversed. I would sue the shit out of them. According to CBS News, hospital staff realized something was seriously wrong after multiple patients experienced cardiac arrest. Now, potassium chloride does have legitimate medical uses, but it can be extremely dangerous when administered improperly or in excessive amounts and can cause cardiac arrest. Duh. Says that high doses also have been used as part of lethal injection protocol. I never knew that. Said that the hospital has since apologized, saying it identified the cause of the medication error and put additional safety measures in place. And you're going to be sued probably too. Says the incident was also reported to state regulators, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is now investigating exactly what happened. What do y'all think about that? All right. That's why I always say, always get second opinions. Always make sure, make sure that your doctors and check their, what is it they call? Check the rate. It's like a rate thing that you take to see how many people that have passed away under their care, right? Especially with them doing surgeries and stuff like that. Child, if you're going to cut on me, I'm going to find all that shit out. I'm not laying on your table until I check you out first. And that's just with any doctor, whatever. You need to check them out because, they fuck up too. They're human, right? Yes, they did go to school for that, but they are human. Make sure you pray before you go to have these procedures, whether it's big or small, inpatient, whatever, outpatient or whatever. But yeah, that's very crazy. I would be very much so upset if that was my loved one. Let's get into this Nolan Wells stuff, all right? Before we get into the reality TV portion of the show. Don't want to hold you guys too long, child. We're getting close to the end. All right, so I didn't want to talk about race bait Tatum, but he done pissed me off with this video, all right? It's like he just sit back and just be waiting to just be a fuck nigga. Like, I've just never seen nobody so out of touch with reality, right? You can love all the white women that you want, but nigga, you are still black out here. Understand that a black man lost his life. His parents are trying to find out what the hell happened to him. And it's like everything they say, do, every move that they make, you sitting back criticizing it versus helping put your head together to find out what the hell happened. You are interviewing his friends in a negative way to make it look like something is wrong with the parents versus the people that might have had something to do with it, right? All this negativity, like he had something negative to say about what Nolan Wells' 19th birthday celebration that they had for him, the vigil. He had something negative to say about that. Now that they're doing an interview talking about Nolan, he's sitting back shaking his head, making all kind of crazy faces like, let's get into this, y'all. Race bait Tatum. That's what I call it.
My wife that day, she pulled to the side and she said a prayer, and he brought us Ben Crump and his team.
And let me say this, because I've seen this too. His team never reached out to us.
Attorney
Crump's team. Where's the camera? Attorney Crump's team did not reach out to us.
Yeah. This is my prediction. This is what happens in these cases. They have a case. They know it's no racial component. There's no evidence of race, but they know there can be some money made. Who do you go to when you want to make some money? You don't go to your local guy. This didn't happen across the country. This happened in Mississippi. You don't go to an attorney in Mississippi.
They can choose whatever attorney they want to choose. They don't have to be an attorney in Mississippi. They can choose an attorney in New York. They can choose an attorney in Colorado. They can choose an attorney wherever the fuck they want to purchase an attorney. They can get an attorney from anywhere, right? They don't trust the people in Mississippi. Here's the reason why they asked for a second autopsy outside of Mississippi. So why would they get an attorney in Mississippi, right? They chose who they wanted. And I don't feel like they did it for no damn GoFundMe money, because Christine Wells, which is Nolan's mom, she makes pretty good money from what I hear. And so does Nolan's dad. So they ain't hurting for no money. They live in a very upscale neighborhood in Mississippi. They're not hurting for money. Okay? They're not hurting for money. The money that was given to them through the GoFundMe was what people wanted to give them because their son was unalived. All right, they did it in terms of a nice gesture. They're taking time off from work. They haven't been back to work since Nolan passed away July 4th. So if people want to give donations, as they've given other places, because I hear that a GoFundMe or something has been set up for one of the other boys' parents and family. And they very well off as well. So what's the point of you bringing up the fact that they have GoFundMes and that they chose attorneys outside of Mississippi? You cornball.
You don't go to a representative there in your locale. You go to Benjamin Crump. Get a national figure involved.
Okay.
Immediately, you raise $700,000 on the GoFundMe.
Okay.
What's the next play? The day that Nolan was put into the ground, the day of his funeral, there was paperwork filed to open an estate in his name.
Okay.
I was told, and I think common sense tells you, when they open an estate in his name, they're preparing to sue somebody for a wrongful death suit. Benjamin Crump has gotten people $700 million, $800 million, $500 million, $50 million, $30 million, $20 million, $10 million, $5 million, $2 million.
Why you pocket watching though? I'm starting to see why you ain't a cop no more. And I don't feel like you just left the department. I feel like some shit happened down there and you had to leave. Like you were probably forced to leave. I'm gonna say hypothetically, maybe allegedly. All right, just in case you want to try it over here. Because I'm a lawyer up as well. Sue me, bitch, and I'm definitely gonna counter sue. Right? But anyway, why you pocket watching these people? Why you watching every move they make? Maybe they should sue you for stalking and shit like that. Because every time they open their mouth, here you come with your mouth open. I about said something. Oh, Lord, thank you for catching my mouth. Because I almost said some shit I don't supposed to say on YouTube.
In wrongful death settlements in civil court. They've sued these police departments and gotten tons of money in wrongful death suit. Okay. Now, I think the play is that they will not go back to work because they're going to try to prepare to sue to get a wrongful death payout.
Why does it matter to you if they go back to fucking work? She's grieving the loss of her son. She should not be rushed to go back to work. That's not something you get over a day, a month, even a year. Some people don't get over a loved one being, especially a child, in years. So why are you worried about when she goes back to work? Why the fuck do you care? If Ben Crump was able to give people $700 million, that means he's a very good goddamn attorney. That's what that means. That means he winning cases out here. What you worried about it for? It ain't your money if he's suing them. If she's doing a wrongful death suit against them and they win, it ain't got shit to do with you. You are clout chasing at this point, moon pie face. Let's keep going.
And $700,000 plus a multi-million-dollar wrongful death payout. Why would you have to go back to work? You can invest that in some property, put that in the SP 500, put that in an index fund, and you can live off the interest. Okay. Especially if you get a $20 million, $30 million, $50 million, $100 million wrongful death suit.
My wife, that day, she pulled to the side and she said a prayer, and he brought us Ben Crump and his team.
And let me say this, because
they stay up their asses. I mean, like, don't you have something else to do? Running around calling yourself an officer and you're not an officer. You haven't been an officer in years. You fraud. Officer Tatum. You not no fucking officer. You ain't even a security officer. Get your ass on out of here. Get your ass off my screen. All right, Tasha K is getting death threats, child, by a rapper, y'all. Let's get into it. Because y'all know Tasha stay running her damn mouth. And child, I already said before, it's gonna be something that's gonna get her ass caught up to where somebody gonna get on her ass. Now she got hands. Let me go ahead and say that. Tasha K, she can fight real good. But baby, you can't fight no pow-pows out here. These crazy ass rappers out here, especially NBA Youngboy. All right, y'all know they be out here with the gang and stuff. You might want to leave him alone because he done served you a warning out here, Tasha. Okay? He done served you a warning. He said, at Tasha K, NBA Youngboy says, at Unwind with Tasha K, stupid ass, ugly ass hoe. I said, oh my God, not ugly hoe. So Tasha says, really hits hard when your family leaves you and you realize that you need your wife back. Ooh. So NBA Youngboy responds by saying, bitch!
Stop believing the internet.
Oh, hold up. Say, you smoking horse, DICK. My wife never leave me. Said, stop believing the internet for this shit get you unalive. Ooh, girl, that's a threat. I can't believe he just I can't believe he put that on the internet after he just got pardoned. All right, y'all know he is currently out of the country and said he has no plans to return. All right, even though he got 13 kids or so. But anywho, let's get into what he had to say, child.
And then for this shit get one of y'all hurt, Doug. All jokes aside, man, and keep my fucking wife pussy out your mouth, bro. Mind your fucking business, man. Focus on me as an artist. I don't give a fuck what I show y'all. Man, stay off my dick. Stay out of nigga personal life, bitch. And you spreading false information, bitch. Pussy at hoe. Stop believing the internet for this shit get one of y'all hurt, Doug. All jokes aside, man, and keep my fucking wife pussy out.
Yikes. He snapped off on Tasha K, baby. Okay, for you mess around and get hurt out here playing and running your mouth and always, reporting shit that ain't right. Y'all know Tasha K do be saying stuff don't be right. Like she said with Mel Kid, when she talked about Melody the other day, she said Melody's daughter and Ariana's child is the same age. I said, bitch, no, they're not. They're a year apart. Get your information right. You gonna drag some person, just drag somebody, at least get your info right, right? Tasha K stay in some shit. Like you do, Tasha, you do. Like you stay getting sued because you be on the bullshit. All right, so NBA YoungBoy also says you look like my DICK biatch. Damn. So he is now going off on Tasha K and has threatened her. So I don't know how she's going to take that. Okay, you might want to leave him alone, right? Move on to something else, child. Go lie on somebody else and get up off him because he don't sound like he playing, right? You don't send the homies around here to get you. Because, baby, all right, let's get into Kim Zolciak, honey, defending her son out here touching folk. Child. Out here, honey. He must have been playing that Omarion, child. Touch, do, 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 touch, do, 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 do. Okay. Turn the lights off. That's what your ass was doing in the locker room and they're touching. And that's why your ass is locked the fuck up now. So Kim Zolciak, child, slammed the accusations regarding her son in a public statement, Lord. Let's get into that. So Kim Zolciak is speaking out in defense of her son, Kroy Bierman Jr., who is 15 years old, who is currently being charged with aggravated sexual battery and otomy with an S-girl. Right? Y'all remember that song with Omarion? I said that song is corny as hell, but I like it. Okay. Dun, 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 touch. Okay. So the police investigating Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Kim Zolciak's son, Kroy Bierman Jr., for an alleged sexual battery say that they went out to the scene of the alleged crime to obtain evidence, and they saw him and the alleged victim on video. So if they got a video, Kim, shut all the way the fuck up, okay? Because that's not gonna go for you, child. You get on here 1,000 times on every publication, and I know that's your baby, that's your son, but you got to teach him better, right? You can't be over there with a married man, kissy facey and all that, and not watching your damn dad. See, when you don't watch your kids, that's what happened. You ain't raising right because you was too busy fighting over there with Kroy. Now your kids done grew up to be up out here touching folk when they ain't supposed to be touching them. All right, he's 15. Now he about to fuck his whole entire life up. All right, so according to court documents obtained by TMZ, the Alpharetta police drove to the gym where Kroy Jr. allegedly forced a girl from his high school to put a mouth on his schlong, Lord. Lord have mercy. Said that she also claims that he digitally penetrated with a peach-owl her despite telling him no numerous times. Okay, girl. Said that the officer says that he reviewed security footage from the gym showing the alleged victim arriving and later hanging out with Kroy Jr. Wow. Now said that according to the documents, said that the video shows the girl leaving the family's changing room where the alleged incident happened and heading toward the lobby. Said while Kroy Jr. left the family changing room and walked alone to the sauna. So you were in there. They could place you there. Child. It says that cops say that they also spoke to the alleged victim at the police station where she told them that she knew Kroy Jr. and his girlfriend from school. So let me get this right. So your girlfriend won't giving you down? Well, not that she's supposed to at 15 anyway, but y'all know these young kids, child, these little teenagers, these fast-ass teenage girls, they gonna be doing some shit they ain't supposed to be doing. Parents, okay, watch your kids. So you done force this random girl to gag on your schlong and you got a whole girlfriend? I wonder how your girlfriend feel about that. Who, child? Let's continue though. Said the cops said that she told him that Kroy Jr. had dated a couple of her friends, but most recently began dating her best friend. Ooh, child. Said that she told officers that she blocked Kroy Jr. and his girlfriend after the incident. The documents say that the alleged victim gave cops permission to download the data from her phone, but the phone apparently had a broken USB-C port, which prevented cops from pulling the data. I bet it was broke. Shout out to No Chaser on this, okay? Now, the allegations being made against my son, this is what Kim is saying. She said, the allegations being made against my son are nothing short of reckless and deeply troubling. He categorically denies ever being involved with this woman or engaging in the conduct that she alleged, according to what Kim says. In a statement to U.S. On Friday, August 21st, she says, my son voluntarily took a polygraph exam regarding these allegations and passed. Additionally, an examination was conducted and no DNA belonging to my son was found. So this says that the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star continued, false accusations can have devastating consequences, not only for the person being accused, but also for genuine survivors of sexual assault and abuse. Every legitimate allegation deserves to be taken seriously and investigated based on the facts and evidence. She says at the same time, no one should be publicly condemned based solely on an accusation. She went on to say, girl, you're talking a lot. My God. Said that we remain confident that the facts and evidence will establish the truth. And we ask that people allow the proper process to take its course rather than spreading unproven allegations. Right now, according to the police report obtained by U.S. that said that the alleged incident took place on April 23rd in Alpharetta, Georgia. The minor female victim, who US has chosen not to identify, reported an aggravated sexual battery and aggravated otomy with an S and was taken to the hospital. Okay, that's Kim and Croy in Happier Times. Okay, so as you guys can see, he is in police custody for the alleged aggravated otomy and sexual battery after the girl claims that he assaulted her in the gym. Well, the thing is, they saw him coming out of there on video, so they can place him there. He may get discharged, unfortunately, right? I'm gonna keep my eyes on this because I want to see how this turns out. I ain't about to read all this shit because we already covered this, but that's the update. Kim has spoken out on behalf of her son, but she should. That's her son, right? So I wouldn't expect her not to say nothing about her child. All right, so let's get into. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Put a ring on this shit because that's gonna push my video all the way back. Like, we're gonna do that in the next video because I'm gonna come back and hit y'all again. All right, what I did want to show you guys, and shout out to Show Style and Spirit because I know she doesn't mind as long as we shout her out. So I'm gonna play just like this one sound bite where Wanda Child has some things to say about Miss Van. I was like, how Miss Van catch a straight? Because she don't be bothering nobody. She be over there selling her books. She be over there with her grandbabies, living her best life, not bothering no damn body. She don't be in no drama. She don't be cussing nobody out like somebody else be doing. Hint, hint on my screen, okay? But shout out to my girl, Show Style and Spirit. We get ready to listen to this particular piece of I'm gonna say evidence, where somebody said to Wanda, be like Miss Van, okay, in terms of not being so ratchet and loud. And, you know, they were like, Miss Van don't be doing all that shit for Mel. Miss Van don't be out here cussing people out and acting ratchet and all of her daughter's business, da 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 da. Right? So it got back to Wanda. She did respond, and she decided to say some really crazy things about Miss Van. I was like, Miss Van don't be bothering nobody, right? Leave that lady alone. You know, Miss Van is like the auntie, the internet auntie, right? Damn. So let's get into it, child. Shout out again to Show Style and Spirit.
Bloggers, y'all don't have the rights to do that, okay? Okay? Because she ain't talking to that one y'all children. She talking to me. And y'all, listen to this. Please listen to this. She said, this bitch had the destiny say that I need to be like Melanie Mama.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
We can't control them. Can't control it. All right. Give me 1 second. Let's get past this ad and we're going to get back to the boo-ish. Closed caption is on because y'all know you ain't going to understand shit she's saying. So read the closed caption, child. All right, we back.
And talk to her child and tell her child was right. Well. This bitch had the nerve to say that to me. Because she said, well, Wanda, you don't need to be doing that because you was the main one. You was the main one she was talking about. She was talking about your daughter. I don't give a fuck. People talk about it all the time. You talked about them. So who cares? Who cares? But she better be about that life when she come on that show, though. That's the only thing I'm saying. She better be about that life. And everybody was like, why you want her to come on? Why you want to come on? You doing it out of spite, Melvin. No, I'm not. I think she deserved to be part of the show because she was talked about for 5, 6, 7 years. Bring her on. Let her tell her side of the story. Now, the shoes to turn. They're going to be talking about old girl, and now she can't tell her side of the story. Lord, what years do for you? Years can bless you, or they can make you or break you. That's what years can do for you. Years can make you, or they can break you. Just keep living. Keep living. Walla. Hey, butterfly. See, I didn't have to call you, girl. Love you. That's my girl, y'all. Yes. All my moms is my girls. They're my girls. They're my girls. But yeah, she decided to not want her name called. But now you don't want your name called, but you've been calling this person's name the whole while. Oh, she ain't this. Oh, she ain't the peasant. Oh, she ain't this. Oh, she ain't that. But everybody knew who y'all was talking about. Just because you never called her name, we ain't calling your name. But why they keep on saying we talking about you? We ain't called your name. Ain't nobody called nobody's name. But y'all don't want her to be talked about. And that should be the same way with old girl, Ariane. Y'all can't be talking about that girl and then expect for her not to come back and chap at you guys. Oh baby. She's gonna come back and chat. And like I said, I don't care about her check, but not with mine. And there was another thing she said. This bitch had the nerve to say, y'all, this bitch had the nerve to say, Wanda need to be like her daughter. Be like Mayor Mama. I'm gonna call your name now. I need to be like Mayor Mama and tell her what's right. No, I don't. Hell no. Hell to the motherfucking no. I don't need to be like nobody but Wanda, baby, because what Wanda not gonna fucking damn do. You call me, you can call me stupid, you can call me crazy, you can call me anything you want to call me, but don't call me late for supper, bitch. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. Don't call me late for supper. But let me tell you something. Bitch, I would never be like nobody else, especially like that. Hell motherfucking no. Because one thing Wanda not gonna do, this crazy, stupid, retarded, ignorant, all this other stuff you want to call me. I'm not that ignorant. I'm going to pay another man light bill. I'm not that ignorant. I'm going to pay another man child support. I'm not that ignorant. I'm going to pay for somebody to come and see me. I'm not that ignorant. I'm going to pay for some dick. I'm not that ignorant. I'm not that stupid. So when you say ignorant bitch, who in the hell you talking to? Because when I did snap back, I was like, ooh, hell no. No, she didn't. And a young man at that. You doing all this for a young ass man, not even a man your age.
So let me pause so you guys know who she's talking about. You guys remember that whole situation that went down with the Scott brother that they call Basement Billy, the crazy one that was on the show with that dirty ass shirt on, turned inside out, sitting in the fucking park, right? It was said, he tried to say on the show that he and Miss Van dated. Miss Van vehemently denied the shit and said they did not date. She says that she was trying to be like a friend to him. He's trying to say that she would drive down. And even Martell even said it at the reunion. Y'all remember Martell said, yeah, but didn't you drive down there to go and see him and spend the night in the hotel and giving him money for his child support for his kids to keep him from out of jail or whatever the case may be. I don't know if the shit happened or not. It ain't my business. I ain't clocking Miss Van Coochie Miles, whatever she chooses to do with it. But bottom line is, if that's who she chose to date, then that's who the fuck she chose to date. But my thing is, she's a grown-ass woman. If she was dating him, it's not uncommon for a woman to give a man some money if that's what she wants to do. But my thing is, why would that be anybody else's business? And why would she catch a stray when somebody's talking about Ariane? Ariane and Miss Van should not even be mentioned in the same damn sentence because... for why? And I know it's for what. Why would Miss Van's name be mentioned in the same sentence of Ariane, right? Whoever Ariane decides to clap back at, shit, I'm going to drag the fuck out of her this season too. And I really hope she get online and say something about me because I'm going to roast and toast her motherfucking ass. And that's just on P. But at the end of the day, in terms of people telling you that you should be like Miss Van, I think they were saying that you should probably be more classy and not getting online and every other word talking about DICKs and ussies and you know, dragging people and cussing every other word. Like, damn, Like, I think that's what people were saying. Be a little bit more classy. You somebody's mama, you somebody's grandma. That's what they meant in terms of saying with Miss Van. So it doesn't mean that that they were saying that she's better than you. But at the end of the day, I just don't see why she even took this road to even bring Miss Van, why Miss Van was catching her straight in this particular conversation. But let's continue. We about done time.
Please, somebody tell me the reason why I want to be like that. Please tell me. Because her education don't take her too far. That's what she doing with it. Paying somebody else's bill. Paying somebody else's shit.
Miss Van is an established author. Miss Van is an established real estate agent who sells properties and she makes a lot of money doing that. So she's very, very established, and she's doing very well in her craft, okay, and in her business. She's doing very, very well. She also helps Melody with her stuff as well. But Miss Van has her own stuff going on. She does well. She makes her own money. She pays her own bills. She's doing her own thing. So what do you mean by that?
That's why she got the fuck off the show.
She got off the show because her daughter's not on the show. What would Miss Van talk about on the show without her daughter? She was kind of like supporting her daughter being on the show, right?
We promise a tenfold.
Let's get past this ad, child. We about done. Because, child, this shit here is so stupid. But I had to share it because it is a viral topic. So y'all know how we cover everything. All right, let's continue. Oh, Lord, precious Lord, take my hand.
Okay, so
right,
I want to
shout out to Show Style and Spirit. Thank God that was it. All right, so if you guys want to finish the video in its entirety, if y'all hadn't had a chance to watch it, if you ain't got shit else to do and you want to be irritated, go on over there, child. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link there for Show Style and Spirit. That's her video. If you guys want to go and check it out, y'all run her numbers up like her video. I like her. Okay, she's very thorough. She's a very nice chick too. So shout out to her. She be doing some great topics. So shout out to Show Style and Spirit. She shouted me out several times. I have no qualms with her at all. So shout out to her. Great content creator. But let's get out of here, guys. That's the last topic that I have for you guys. I'm going to hit you guys up a little bit later on today. So please keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. All right. Shout out to Miss Van, man, doing her thing. I have nothing against Miss Van. She's a beautiful woman out here doing her thing. She's somebody's mama, somebody's grandma. Just over there selling her books and minding her business, selling her real estate, doing all the shit that she do, right? I don't have nothing against Miss Van. Shout out to her. But let's move along, honey. Shout out to all the content creators. I see you in the house. Hey, Peanut. Any other content creators? Oh, Marcella stopped by. Shout out to Marcella for stopping by. Any other content creators here in the house? Please let me know. I'll be happy to shout you out. Okay, I'm scrolling here now so I don't miss nobody. I hate missing when content creators come by and support, and then I miss to go back and scroll and look through my chat, and I see you later on after I end the live. So if you guys are here, go ahead and put in the chat me if you are a content creator, so I can go ahead and shout you out before we get out of here. Yeah, I see. Hey Peanut, thanks. Hey Peanut for being here. He said, no, thank you. We heard enough from the drunk lady. Y'all are crazy. All right. But yeah, just in case, y'all, because, hey, anyway, but thank y'all for being here, of course. Check us out on all publications on the Caramel Rail. Please don't forget to like this video, hype up this video. Check us out on Rails World, which is our backup channel. All right. Thank you to all of my mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast. Shout out to and happy birthday to one of my mods, True TV Podcast. Okay, her birthday, I think it's today. So happy birthday to her. And I will see you guys on the next one. Okay, you guys have a wonderful Saturday. I'm gonna try to relax a little bit, child, because I'm tired. I had to get up early this morning so I can go get my hair done. Y'all, I'm tired as hell. But I will see y'all later. Hopefully y'all enjoy the show. Until the next one, I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if
If I can just think carefully, I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do